to the Psychic with Plans. I'm Aeson Knight, and with tonight is the Techie with Mostest, my manager, CEO, and kick-ass partner, Techie Joe. How are you, darling?
I am here. How are you guys this evening?
Good, good. Now, just a programming note, Wednesday at 3:30, unless you're a Patreon, it's already up. You can go watch it after the show, is my new first planner system. And that was the setup video I filmed in my morning. So that is already up. You guys can watch it and enjoy it. It is on Patreon. And we may be putting things into this as we go along. But if you want to see a setup, that's where that is.
And then you have the haul video where both of these planners actually come from.
Yeah, both of these planners actually came from. Yes, that is already up. That was live yesterday. And then you're going to see the budget planner setup go up on Saturday. And yes, it's mid-month, and it's the perfect time for Aeson to set up his budget planner.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Well, because it's not really mid-month anymore for you.
Yeah, it's
because
not.
That's the thing with budget planning. Is mid-month is the beginning of the month.
Right, but the other thing with that is that we've started a journey. We're headed to getting a month ahead on things. Mm-hmm. We're also attacking a snowball list, which you guys will see us debate and figure out what goes on it and how it goes there. The other part of that is there's never a good time to start a budget plan. First of the month, middle of the month, first of the year, end of the year. No, you start it when you need to. So we're going to be hitting that. But first of all, let's see how our week's going to go. And then we will look back over Aeson's planner last week. And then look at some changes he's making.
Cool.
To make Joe's life easier and maybe facilitate and use some things that we bought.
Oh, well, there you go. Like, yes. Joe's been busy this past week. Yeah. Accomplished nothing that he meant to, but he's been busy.
Well, and that happens. That happens a lot. And it's been a busy week. There's been an influx. There's been some shifting. Hopefully this week there will be an announcement made. For the patrons that know this phrase, we are now at 13. From 11.
I don't even know this phrase.
Yes, you do. Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I read on 11 different networks. Hi, I'm Aeson Knight, and I read now on 12 different networks. Hi, I'm Aeson Knight, and I read on 13 different networks.
There we go. Okay, sorry, got it now.
Yep.
Yeah, Devin's like, don't feel bad. I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying not to this week. I'm just kind of feeling like a 40-year-old failure this week, though. I'm just gonna put that out there with some honesty. Like, it's really starting to feel like the 40-year-old failure thing. But it's okay. I'll move past this. It's just been
it's been one thing after another. It's been a busy changing week. Things have gotten moved. Responsibilities are shifting because our dynamic is shifting. My business is shifting. The world is a fucking sandbox. And then, talking about current events, Etsy Plate users, sorry your paycheck is going to be delayed. They hope they can get your paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not all Etsy users, so don't freak out if you haven't gotten the email yet. Okay. Yeah. Not all Etsy users. I don't know how that works exactly for Etsy, but apparently one of the accounts they make payments out of is a Silicon Valley Bank account.
Yeah.
And so they're currently like, oh dear.
Whatever will we do?
Yes.
All right. So first up, we have the Knight of Wands. This is going to be searching for logic, reason, foundation this week. This will be you having to control your passions and your tempers. You're going to be working with a lot of opportunities. And with those opportunities, with the Eight of Wands here, you're going to be chasing those opportunities for a good direction. And then our final and most enjoyable card is keep relationships simple. No need to be complicating things this week. Just go with the flow. Let it be as it is. It's not a no fight week, but it's a week of, okay, let's just see where we go. Okay? All right. There, this week's terror forecast.
Yes, and Devin, that bank was Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah, Silicon Valley Bank collapsed.
Yes.
And we haven't seen that since 2008, 2007.
Yes,
WAMU crashed. And WAMU was one of my favorite banks because they done a lot of financial services for small businesses. It was abandoned.
Pretty much. Well, and sometimes that's kind of a thing and that's what happened with Silicon Valley as well, is they were a very niche bank.
Right.
As in they worked with a very limited area.
Right.
And unfortunately got a little out of control.
Right. And see, this is the reason, like, I have an issue with normally a company holding my money for longer than a week, or I prefer it daily, or a week, is because this can get really collapsible, and you can get stuck, and you didn't own the account, you didn't have the account, but it's affected everything else.
Well, yeah, and that can sometimes be a big part of the gig economy concept. And I know with the Etsy articles, talking about their problems, a lot of them are of the Etsy sellers affected are like, this is going to destroy me.
Right.
And it's
Devin, no, it is not a national financial crisis.
No.
The thing with it, when we are in a financial crisis, we had a bank failure. Banks used to fail routinely, okay? And then they put in some regulations and some stuff like that. What has occurred here is they were able to get in there and they took it over. There are still assets, there are still finances, there are still depositor accounts.
Yeah.
They become unstructured. They are now a new bank. Like the FCC said, everyone's fired and we're starting a new company. And we do have FDIC insurance. So it's not a financial crisis. It's not a financial crunch. It is a gig economy crunch. And I think that we're going to see more products now developed for people that work in the gig economy, that work in that by-minute paycheck.
Well, and more specifically to Silicon Valley Bank, what happened is the bank basically overextended itself, realized that it overextended itself, and tried to drum up a bunch of, I believe, capital.
Yep.
And so they did this weird sell-off thing, trying to shore themselves up.
Right.
That in turn spooked investors who then started mass trading out of Silicon Valley Bank, which in turn caused a bunch of the account holders to become uncomfortable with the bank and its financial health.
Right.
And so they started doing a bank run and just clearing their accounts, closing their accounts, pulling all the money they could out.
Right.
All of this set into motion some triggers and controls that pump the brakes.
Right.
And effectively it got so bad that the FDIC, for I believe it was the first time ever, closed a bank in the middle of a business day.
Right.
They usually wait till 5 p.m., close it over the weekend, reopen the new bank on Monday, try to see what settled what dust settled, and do what they can with the insured level of the accounts versus the assets of the bank that are remaining. So yeah.
Yeah. It got interesting though, and it got really complicated, but at the same time it happens. This happens. This is why I'm preached forever. Have multiple accounts. If you're a gig economy worker, have multiple accounts going to multiple streams of income. So that
I just find it so weird. We just had a conversation last weekend with the invisible assistant's sister about like FDIC insurance and what the limits are. And like, I'm sitting here talking about this because I was talking about it in terms of my grandparents and why they had so many accounts and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And yeah, it was a moment. It was just so weird to turn around because I remember saying in that conversation, it's not like this happens all the time. Right. And then one of the biggest names in banking just bit the bullet.
Well,
like they're gone.
Devin brings up a great question. All right. Let's pop over here and let's bring it up.
Okay.
I want to talk about this, and then we're going to jump into this and stuff. All right. I don't understand all the news I was hearing. Right. Here's the problem with that. News is derived to create issues, create problems, and is at current, in my viewpoint, the limited viewpoint I have, news will tend to fearmonger. This is why we had the run on toilet paper. This is why we have the supposed inflation when it's actually a dollar adjustment, when the economy didn't move for, 3 years. Okay, but finances moved. Paychecks moved. Financials got better. So with all that, it causes people to react, and it causes people to make news. This is why you will see that I avoid certain topics. I will talk about topics. We will cover a lot of things on this show. But if I think it is not real news, meaning it's not life affecting of you sitting in, the middle of Iowa, I may not talk about it. I may look at it and go, yeah, that's a scandal. Avian flu. Have we heard anything about avian flu? No, we haven't heard a damn thing about avian flu.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah. Avian flu is the reason your eggs are at, as of last week, $2.20 a minute.
Avian flu. Avian flu.
Yes, avian flu.
Bird flu. Not racist flu. Yeah. Because we couldn't be so lucky as to have it. Okay. If a flu was racist, would it just attack racists or would it cause racism? I think just attack racists. And I can get behind a flu that attacks racists.
Okay. So we have
but that's beside the point.
Affecting the globe.
Yes.
Not just chickens and hatcheries, but wild animals. Gee, a lot of people in West Virginia hunt turkey.
Yes.
So that should have been massively reported, but there wasn't a conversation about that in the news media. That was just, egg prices are so high. Oh, the economy is so bad because of egg price. No, you Republican idiots. It's high because there isn't that much of it, and there's a demand. It's a standard thing. So anyhow. Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys my opinion of Happy Planner.
Companies we will not be getting endorsed by.
Well, we're not going to get it. I don't know. I might hop on the Happy Planner squad because someone needs to take the fucking wheel.
Yeah. I don't even think that's going to last for much longer. The Happy Planner squad.
We will see. I don't know what. Can you read Shannon's, and then I'll go into the Happy Planner.
Oh, so yeah, Shannon is talking about. She said, so I don't know if you watched Designated Survivor, and I did. That's a really great show. But in one season, there was a genetically modified flu strain that would attack people with certain types of DNA and would leave the individual sterilized after it ran its course if they survived, and it was made to go after people of color.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other form of a racist flu.
Yes.
Not that I find that funny, but just kind of like, yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no, I was going for, if we're going to call it an Aryan flu.
Right.
Let's just attack racists.
Yeah.
With the Aryan flu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon's like reminded me of racist flu. Yes.
But the reason they had a massive clearance we found is Happy Planner went through a rebranding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like their rebranding. I don't like the new sticker books. Oh, they look like trash.
Oh no.
In my opinion.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to agree because we already know some of the other stuff they've done.
Right.
Because again, what's happened with Happy Planner
Mm-hmm.
is they got bought out by an investment group.
Right.
And they're running the investment group strategy.
Well, yeah, and guess what the new spring planner is?
Florals.
No.
No. Okay.
This continues along the cartoon line. Now, I got pretty comfortable with the Disney Princess. I actually bought one of them. I was even okay with Minnie until he went into my denim blue. That annoyed the hell out of me. No. They've done Winnie the Pooh planners. And Winnie the Pooh is, their big thing. The rest of it looks like, and we saw this, and I just ran across it, and I don't care for it. But most of their stickers this season looks like stickers that came out of, I don't know, one of the kids' coloring books.
Oh, I see what the investment group did there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be classic Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. Because the copyright just ended on classic Winnie the Pooh. And there's a limit on the characters because there's some that won't age out because, like, Tigger was introduced later.
Uh-huh.
So the copyright on Tigger doesn't, it still is in effect.
Right.
But, like, the classic Pooh images, yeah. A lot of things are doing that right now.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Is a lot of the planners, a lot of the sticker books I've seen flip through. This is the quality of the graphics.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing like we just bought. Nothing that looks professional. Nothing that looks nice. They do have a new work life planner out, which is the case we're using. The cover we're using. We actually do like this. We wanted this case. We hoped for this case. We hoped they would come out with this case, and they did. But of course, they only came out, I'm a line vertical. They took out the line vertical, and where's my coffee? They done the tradition, and we'll flip through this. You have a cover page. You have this accounts and password page. It's the second page in your planner. Do yourself a favor and decorate over it if you're going to use this page. Do not put your, I'm going to restate this for those people in the back. Do not put your usernames and passwords in your planner if it goes anywhere. Don't
do that. Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. All right. So, you have your year at a glance. Of course, I've removed January and February because we are no longer in there. And we are in March.
Welcome to March.
Yep. Stay humble, work hard, be kind is the theme for this month. I do like this. The reason I like this is it's neutral. I can add my own stickers to it. I can decorate it the way I want to, but it's not really thing. The thing I'm not liking is this long tab, but I'm kind of cool with it. I did not go back and redo my March calendar. Here's the March calendar you saw on setup. I will be gluing that in later.
There you
Same
go.
with this. I'm going to glue this page in, and we're going to move right along into the blue. I do like this because I can do a monthly master task list, my focus for the month, my goals for the month, important dates. It can all be right there. I do like that.
Cool.
Okay, all right. So we're up to, this is how last week before that, as you see, I really didn't use this to-do list. It got more put into the planner or on post-it notes. Sales reports got replaced. We got into a budget. Again, we hit the dashboard here. We're not doing a lot with this dashboard, and you're going to see what we're going to do about it. All right. So this was last week, and it's ran pretty well. You'll notice some additions to it, though. We had the meal plan over here, which that's going to move. That didn't really work well. It's not where I need it at. I
don't think we really followed that too well.
Yeah, we did actually.
Granted, I screwed it up Friday.
We actually followed this very well, except
for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we have salmon that needs moved. And we're going to have white chili chicken today on Sunday, and then also probably Monday because it's a full crock pot. Some new things you will notice is there's now this new half sheet, planner sheet thing here.
Cool.
And I'm liking this. I'm liking having it right here, and it's going to be my inbox. Because, like, here was the inbox I put in here before I found these, and it works really well. So we're going to go to that. We're going to handle that. I think that's going to be our new to-do list. It'll be right here. It's right with the bookmark. If I need to expand it, or as it flips over, like this could be my to-do list for the second half of the week. This is my to-do list for the first half of the week. Make sense? All right.
Works.
All right. So, but no, this is working out really. This has been my system for a very long time. This is why we went back to the big, is because I needed this line vertical and I needed this space. And this is what that pretty plan looks like when it's done at the end of the week. You have white out, you have scratchy out, you have marks out, you have reschedules. You have a lot of things that just we thought would work, didn't work. We thought would work, didn't work.
Yeah, that 4 to 6 gym time for you.
Yeah, no.
It was a good idea. It really was. It fit the schedule beautifully. It would have commingled well with other parts of the schedule, like getting the invisible assistant to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tried it, and on the first day you showed up, and it was like every high school kid left school, drove straight to the gym, and filled it up.
Right.
And you're like,
no. I'm like, no, that ain't going to work. And that was the problem I think I've had before, is the gym, going to the gym around that time is high school kids. And then we have the worky people at 6. So I may go after the show. I really think that this space after the show would be a great break for me to go to the gym.
Yeah.
While I'm letting the show upload, while I'm downloading the show. Because that is normally time that I have to do. The computer has to do things I really can't do. All right, so this habit tracker thing, I'm not happy with it. It really isn't doing anything. I think I'm just going to make a routine sheet and stick it in my planner, because I no longer have, my morning is no longer a morning. And by the time I wake up, everybody else is awake.
Yes. Yeah, we've been having a lot of problems with that. And it hasn't helped. I've been really tired and sleeping in this past week. Like, apparently I broke that yesterday, and I'm like, yay. Unfortunately, just in time to, like, clean the kitchen till 5 in the morning.
Right.
And then wake up late this morning.
Right.
Because, obviously.
Right.
But, yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, this is working lovely. We've had some really good days. I'm actually able to see that I'm making movement forward. We've not done the 2 Saturday and Sunday ones. Saturday and Sunday was a little weird. It's okay. I'm going to probably do the odd. I'm going to open my book on Saturday and close the week out tonight. That'll be perfectly fine. But it was a really good, well, no, because Saturday is the one I would be doing. And then opening Saturday. So this is doing really well. It's able to really, and this is the sales report, guys. Of course, we designed a monthly budget. That is getting moved. That is going to the budget planner. Much better.
Oh, yeah.
But it's right there because that's the note section I've done the work in. All right, so moving into this week, what are we going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to check and use the inserts that came with the planner instead of wasting them and making Joe print pages that aren't working. Let's go back to basics. We know vertical works for Aeson. His mind thinks in a linear vertical figure scene. Okay. This is working great. This isn't. So what's going to happen? These are going to get glued together. I'm not going to, since we're live streaming, I'm not going to take time to glue them together. I'm just going to glue them together.
No, don't glue them together. If you glue them together, you'd lose a week.
No. That's the whole point. glue these together. Then I have my lined vertical work calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we go to next week, it's undated, but I still have the insert.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not moving pages.
Okay.
So then when I need Joe to prep me for April, all he's going to have to do is print this page to go into the insert.
Cool.
And I could technically move it to another section, but I don't like doing that. I've tried that 2-sectional thing. It doesn't work. It needs to flip like a book for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's start off with some basics. Let's grab my Sharpie pen. Gel Sharpie. And we're going to start Aeson's day off at 2 p.m. Because that seems to be his wake-up time.
Yes. Oh. Oh, I just caught something on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
Okay.
It won't be end of the world.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a little funny.
Right.
We scheduled something, and then the invisible assistant got scheduled for work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an overlap.
Okay.
It's okay. It'll work out.
All right. So 5 to 6, from 2 p.m. to 6. This is the reason we don't automatically put the numbers in. Joe has the ability to go in there and lay me out beautiful numbers down the side. My weeks are shifting. My schedule is shifting. My demands are shifting. That would just immediately be a washi tape over it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've tried.
We tried this.
Mm-hmm.
Save yourself some time, guys.
Yeah. Like, well, especially if you have a schedule that's in transition.
Right.
Or just general life in transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't jump ahead and start pre-printing.
Right.
I really wish we could get him the little handheld printer.
Mm-hmm.
The one that he could just scan down the page and it'll print.
Mm-hmm.
Or scan across the page and it'll print.
Right.
Like, sometimes I think that would be really cool for you.
And again, we're getting there. I mean, we just now built our YouTube. We just redone our YouTube camera setup with new. I bought a piece and it didn't have everything I needed to it, and I finally got that up. I mean, things are growing and building around here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just got to get my monitor mounted.
Hey, we do what we can.
I know. And that'll be a bigger debate because I've got to figure out what's behind the wall that my desk sits on. Okay.
Oops. I think. Oh, no. Never mind. I was like, did you skip one line too many? Or. Oh, okay. That's right. 5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and
They're
6 together. There's no reason for me to have a whole hour in that.
Yeah.
I'm debating whether 3 a.m. should be a whole, if it shouldn't go 3, 5, 6, all the way down. But 5 and 6 can live in their happy little selves together.
Yay.
Yay. All right, so let's flip back here. Let me find my orange pen. So this first row, I think, will be the household schedule. As in where everybody's going. So let's grab our 3 household colors. Do I need the pink? Are you taking Mama Night anywhere?
No, not this week. I think her next thing is yeah. Oh, make a liar out of me. No, it's not next. Wow. I thought she had stuff coming up like this week or next week. So I'm going to have to go back and double check with her.
Okay.
But
no, yes, I color code people by pin color. Here's why. Even if I'm not doing it, I need to know that it's going on. And it's easier. I can just look and see where Joe is if I'm looking for the orange.
Fair.
So yes, we color code a lot, and multi-level color code. And you guys will see that a lot of that in the budget planner too. Okay, so Monday, Joe, what do you have?
Let's see. I am in Princeton. I'll be leaving here about 10 and probably be back around 6.
Okay. Anything else this week?
Thursday, I've got to take the car for the recall.
Okay.
So that's 1 to 3 on my calendar.
Okay. Awesome.
That's technical it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, phone rings. Mama Knight calls in her schedule since she's watching.
Hopefully.
Don't. No, don't. That's very bad.
Message,
no,
Mom. You know how to text message. Use text message, honey. All
fair
right.
enough. Fair enough. She is very good with texting.
She fell in love with that.
Oh yeah. So then the other thing is the Invisible Assistants has an appointment / we have a date.
Yes.
And that is Wednesday from 12:30 to 2:30.
Okay. That is shopping this week.
Oh, joy.
1:30 to 2:30. Well, actually, we're going to make that to 3, just to give us everybody kind of keep position there. All right. And what's his work schedule?
All right. So Monday is 4 to 8.
Okay.
Tuesday is 4 to 8.
Okay.
Nothing Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
to 2 p.m.
Okay.
That's what I was saying about the overlap with going to get the recall fixed. So there's going to be a delay there.
He'll be fine with that.
Let's hope so.
Anything else?
That's everything I'm seeing.
Awesome. All right. So there's that. We got our blue PCS colors. Let's go ahead and put that in. See, does Dottie have a show this week?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, Monday at 8, shameless self-promotion.
We, of course, have PCSP
Mm-hmm.
at 8 p.m., guys. Wednesday, we have a video going out at 3:30. And I believe Gwen has...
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Divination Night at 8.
Okay. All right.
And I believe you're on air with her for coffee and tea on Thursday.
Yep. 8 p.m. And of course, we have Mountain Bears.
8 p.m.
Yes, at 8 p.m. And yes, guys, we will get it set up so that it all goes live. We've been having a problem with notifications going out. We've had people tell us they're not getting notifications. So I'm going to take the Emily D. Baker approach. You do not have to join our Patreon to follow our Patreon. You can go in and follow the Patreon, and as we go live, you'll get notifications that we are live or a video has gone live. The only inconvenience is our Patreons, you'll get double messaged on the videos, because of course Patreons get early access. They get them before everybody else does. So you're going to get, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you'll get double notifications on things you've already saw. That is the best way that we have figured out so far to make it work. So if you want to know when we go live and you're not getting your notifications, go over and just click follow, and you can follow us on Patreon. All right, so Saturday will be the budget video.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a weekly video, guys. once we set it up, you guys will be able to journey along with us. And then Sunday, of course, is Psychic Zip Plans. And this will go live at 3:30.
Yep. And that's 8 p.m.
There we go. All right, so that's how we're using that. This bottom row is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need a cigarette.
That's it.
All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's grab the black pen.
Oh, there was something else I had to write in.
You what?
Oh. I forgot and remembered something at the same time.
Okay.
So
we're having on Monday, we're going to have the chicken chili that Brenda recommended. We finally got cooked.
yes. Sadly, we finally got it cooked.
Yeah.
Um,
and it's just been the insanity. All right. What do you want Tuesday?
Let's just go ahead and roll with the salmon we had planned for today.
Mm,
No.
mm,
No, that's what I see. Is it? No.
no. Let me give you options. You can have Taipei. You can have the shrimp stuff. There is tuna in there. There is a tuna meal in there if you want that. You can have your lasagna. You can have your supreme pizza. You can have your chicken marsala. You can have your lemon basil chicken.
Ooh, lemon basil chicken.
All right. With rice and coffee. All right. Wednesday, what do you want? If you want salmon that day, you can have salmon that day.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and do salmon that day.
Okay. What do you want with it?
Can we just go old school and do the potatoes and
Spinach?
yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Just do the Instapot version.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What would you like on Thursday?
I think I can do lasagna that night.
Okay, so you're going to do your lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do chicken wraps.
Cool.
All right, Friday, what are you cooking me?
I don't know. What do you want?
Mm.
Turn the tables. What do you want?
That shrimp stuff we done last week.
Okay.
It's still in the freezer.
Okay. So the take and bake shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay.
With let's go ahead and do some spinach.
Okay.
So I think that would pair nicely.
Yeah. Let's hope for a. Well, that's Friday, so you should be able to hit a mushroom clearance.
Well, we put mushrooms in the freezer too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, and of course we have Modern Spiritual at 6 p.m. All right.
Right.
So, guys, let's take a break and we'll come back. We'll plan our weekend.
All righty.
Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, and I'm sure you're wondering why I'm not wearing any makeup. Well, one reason is to irritate my social media manager, Aeson Knight. Hi, Aeson. The other reason is because I like to get to the naked truth about what it means to be a neurodivergent LGBT person with psychic abilities. I've got vlogs, blogs, and podcasts and videos all related to try to live my best life. and helping witches and bitches do the same thing. So, you can check all that out and get a reading from Dottie the Psychic at DOTTIEthepsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Do you have a cute pet? We know you do. Each week, Tracy Van chooses from submitted photos a featured reader for her Facebook page and provides a tarot reading. Your adorable pet cat, dog, rabbit, goat, chicken, snake, or more could be her next featured reader. Visit TracyBann.com, TracyBann.com, and click Featured Reader to submit. We look forward to seeing your pet next.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and I am here to tell you how to get in contact with me and a little bit about what I do. I am the High Priestess that works with shadow work to help you grow and heal. And I work with access bars, Reiki, I do power forms. I'm recently getting into crystal healing, sound therapy as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, that is LadyGwendolynHealing.com. Book your appointment with me. I do in person, I do over the phone, I do over Zoom. We can do that as well. My main goal is to help you grow and heal, because I've been there, I'm still going through it, and let my strength help guide you. See you soon.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you have come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
All right. Welcome back. All right. So if we look at this weekend as a patterned weekend, I don't think we should cook on the weekend except for a crock pot meal.
Okay.
So.
Fair enough.
And, crock pot meals serve us as 2 meals. No, serve us as 4 meals. And you have substitutes if you get tired of it. So. Okay. What would you like? Italian chicken? No, it's Olive Garden chicken, salsa chicken. We don't have a roast, but we can grab a roast if you're in the mood for roast, or barbecue.
I think I'm closest on the roast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a cranberry pork roast?
I'm kind of down for a Mississippi mud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicken or beef?
Depending upon pricing, if the pricing's good, okay, on beef, I definitely like that. But
okay. Awesome. That gives us a lot of variety there. We're able to do either Mississippi hot roast and potato substitute. We can do the hoagies. We can do the wraps out of it. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
But looking at it budget-wise, we don't have that much to buy this week, so we're actually really good there too. So price-wise, we'll even be comfortable.
Cool.
Okay.
So we have a little elasticity.
We do.
On okay, what does beef cost this week?
Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
we're going to grab the botanical book and see what we have for the weekend.
All right. So, get those written in.
This is going to fit our weekend so much. All right, there's that. I'm looking for a placeholder sticker down here. So I guess you would call this part my catch-all planner.
Okay.
Because literally it catches everything, even though I'm not there. Like, I'm not going to go to Princeton. I don't need to go with the invisible assistant to his work. But it catches it all. It gives me a map. And the reason I do this before I do the vertical is it gives me more of a view of what's going on and where it's happening at and why it's happening so that I can adjust other things. We do have spring. We did spring forward last night. That was interesting.
Being awake for it was also interesting.
It was, but it was interesting watching. It was kind of like a little New Year's Eve because I was at a party in Second Life. And, you know, it was kind of like, well, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
So as it spread across the globe.
Yeah.
Or didn't.
Or didn't. I mean, South Korea doesn't do this time shift. Well, that could be interesting.
Well, we haven't gotten all the physical clocks in the house, just like, you know, old school clocks. We haven't gotten those. I did get the car.
Wonderful. Did you set it a few minutes ahead?
Never. I would never do that.
Well, please do that. I like my car 5 minutes ahead. If I'm going to live in the future most of my day, I at least want my car to be there too.
Okay.
All right.
But sorry, I found it helpful, oddly enough. For me, I do it. I've always kept my the clock in the car of every car that I've had that I could do it on. Just a few minutes ahead. Because it gives me kind of like a last minute warning of if I'm still 5 minutes out, I now know what time it's going to be when I get there. So if I need to call and tell someone, oh my God, I'm going to be late.
Right.
Like, hang in there.
Right. All right.
But I've noticed for you, it actually makes you run earlier for things.
Yep. Yeah, Devin, a lot of people hate time change. There's been a big debate on whether we were keeping it or not. Originally, it was to keep the railroad, which I find interesting, okay? This is like spring commentary. We're looking at ending the time change for most of America. People don't like it, whatever. But it was actually done. Yeah, I'm going to put this right here. I don't want anything to deal with anything those days.
Cool.
So, all right.
So anyway, time changed for a reason.
It was to keep the railroads running. Okay.
I thought it had more to do with like planting fields and having daylight.
No, it was to keep all the time zones and time changes were designed for the railroads,
Ah.
so that they could keep running and everybody would be on the same time and the same schedule, and you wouldn't be going from one place to another.
The standardization of time change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, and I do have to point out, it is really weird having worked with a vendor previously that was, what was it, Indianapolis?
Central time zone.
No.
Oh.
They have a weird 30-minute time difference.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so, like, because it wasn't a full hour.
Mm-hmm.
You always had to stop and quickly do okay, it's 30 minutes, earlier there than it is here. I believe is the way that works out, or an hour 30, something like that.
Right.
Anyway, it was really wonky. And so it did mean that, like, they gave all their times in their local time zone for, like, customer support and all this. And you really had to stop and think before you picked up the phone first thing in the morning about the fact that you were going to get hit with they're not open yet.
Right. All right.
Like, not available.
There's the pretty added to our weekly. It's spring, we're going flowers, guys. That one, because I like it. It makes it pretty. It makes me want to flip to it.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So, moving over to the weekly. We're going to first put in our inbox. I'm going to find where I put them. Just for the record, I have a big pile of stuff over here because I've been filming and working things out in my brain and all the things. Just all the things. Okay. So this will live here. And it's a single-sided sheet. Once this sheet's done, or if I need to plan for next week, it goes on. Technically, this will get folded in on Wednesday and go over here, and we'll start a new list here. And the things that need to go on to next week will go here. So, if that makes sense to you.
I think so. So, Devin has tulips blooming in their yard.
Already. Wow.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, tulips are can sometimes be a fun one.
Yeah.
Like,
has ours come up yet? I don't think ours has.
I think they're starting.
Okay.
Like they're not in bloom, but they're starting to push.
We're going to be using Park Lane this week for this plan, and we're going to go ahead and set in the stuff that can't move. I'll find the boxes. These are all clear. Decorative. Okay, so there isn't really any good boxes in that one, so we'll find the boxy one. So what do y'all guys think of the two new planner series we're starting? The purse planner and the budget planner. Y'all guys going to watch those? Are you looking forward to seeing how it runs in this world of mine? Well, of ours.
Yeah.
So we're going to do blue and gold this week.
You do like your gold boxes.
I love my gold boxes. This is one we're going to have to figure out how to make if they do not make them.
That one might be a little fun.
Mm-hmm. You'll have your full pen, so you can do that.
True. Sorry, I was getting incoming notices about yesterday. Or about tomorrow, sorry.
Yep.
I don't know why yesterday popped out of my head. But no. Yeah, I'm getting updated information about the trip I'm taking tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
My niece had asked if, it'd be okay if I dropped her off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sure. And then she was like, well, I don't know if we're going to actually do that or not. I just wanted to make sure that I could. And that it's been one of those. And then I was finally getting the, yes, we are.
Awesome.
Like, I'm fine either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not the end of my world. Shannon's like, gold means money, Joe.
Yep.
True.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Runaway pen.
No, it's the one that I killed.
Oh, no. No. Dun, 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 dun.
Modern spiritual. Yes, the green pen died. I thought I had a stock of them. We don't. I don't want to, I'm going to probably end up ordering on Amazon when I have the funding available in my planning budget, because I spent my planning budget for the quarter.
Uh-huh.
In my morning routine. That's an hour.
But then again, it was a really good planner haul.
Oh, it is a good planner haul. It got me a lot of things I wanted, but what I enjoyed more so was hurting a certain store that has discriminating properties where it hurts, which is the wallet.
Oh yeah, no, you had fun.
I did. Didn't get the book I was looking for because I was looking for a sticker book. Got everything that wasn't on my list, but was like, well, if ever, maybe one day. That was it.
Oh yeah. Like I couldn't even argue because it was one of those moments of like, at those prices.
Yep.
At those prices.
Right.
Like,
especially, even if I just use the cover.
Uh-huh. Well, because it's a really nice cover, and but yeah, it's also like a decent planner, and you got to get like the big haul like accessories.
Right.
That was also the big part of it.
Yeah. There's my morning routine, walking out 2 to 3. I'm going to start taking my morning routine instead of just walking in here and sitting down at the desk. Because that isn't healthy for me. And isn't healthy for the other people in my household.
No. Yeah, probably not a healthy thing. Uh-oh.
And the reason I have water washi tape. The reason I'm using this one though is one, it's gold, and two, this is one of those that has gotten crunchy, and we need to use it up.
There you go. So Devin says you get excited over planner hauls like I do over fabric and yarn hauls. Don't ask what I spent at Joann's on Friday.
Well, I'll tell you what I spent. I spent $153.
Mm-hmm. You did. And there was a moment, like I knew this was going to be an expensive purchase when we got to the the checkout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, somewhere in my head, I hadn't broke the $100 threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well,
I figured it was going to be real close. It's going to be like real close. And then she said the total, and I was just like, duh.
Well, she said the first total, and I had to go back with her on a few things.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was having some issues.
Well, she
They had
has
not told her some things.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, bless your heart.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I wait for this once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. I know how this works.
Yes.
If you want to verify it, that's great. But I'm telling you.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and listen while you tell me how it doesn't work.
Right. Like, this isn't your standard weekly whatever. This is how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Like, this is the Uber clear out.
Right. And another one will happen in the fall. And so in the fall, we may, depending on what I see come out in the summer collection, do it again. But if I don't see improvement in the summer collection, I might buy an extension pack. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about where I'm at with it.
I'm just kind of waiting for another company to spring up in the wake of what Happy Planner has become.
Well, and I see that
better.
happening. We see that with Park Lane, because Park Lane's taking up space in Joann's. Like they're getting a lot more stuff in, a lot more variety in. Like they're kicking up some dirt.
Right. Like they're trying to get there.
Right. Another one's Moxie Life, and I would go to a Moxie Life planner if she would go to a disc system.
True. Very, very true. Because that was one of the biggest complaints we had.
That's the only complaint I can have with her. Her stuff is great. Her content is wonderful. But she's not a disc system, and I have to have the flexibility of a disc system.
Oh, so Devin points out you only spent half what she did.
Well, okay, I was budgeting, but if we look at retail value, I probably spent around $400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like would have if you normally just showed up and just went, "Hi, I'm buying all this stuff, and I'm just gonna pay full price."
Right.
Like, thanks. Take my money.
Okay, there's that. But no, I'm very frugal, spendthrift, bitchy about money, about spending money, especially when it comes to stuff that it's like, no, I can get that cheaper if I just wait a little bit. And quality, guys, I am frugal, but I have decided that quality is over better. Like I buy, well, and we had this debate when we first went shopping for shoes, and I'm like, no, I want cowboy boots. And you're like, they're so expensive, and I'm like, yeah, but I won't have to replace them for 20 years.
True.
Ooh, denim with butterflies, dragonflies.
Dragonflies.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. So what did we learn this week from our work? So from 3 to 7 seems to work really well. Got the old. This is the old Pilot. Unibomb Vision Elite. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Uniball, not Unabomber.
Uniball. Okay. So I think going to work at 3:30 works well on Mondays. And we're going 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have dinner around 7:30. So we will work till 7. then it really doesn't pick up till about 10:30. So we're going to do the 10:30 load in so that we're ready to go till 6. Okay.
Good deal. Good deal.
You what?
I said good deal.
Okay. Tuesdays, I think, works the same way. Except I'm not going to go until 11. And work till 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gives me space around both things because Wednesday is where it's kind of like, but it really isn't because I'm going to wake up earlier to do our date. So I'm going to grab, which book did it have in there? This one. This is the botanical one. Box. We have a to-do box. A black to-do box. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, here. Go in over top of my morning wake up. This is how you extend a vertical planner, guys. We'll do the beginning.
Oh, and you got to find a morning this week. We have to go get our blood work done.
Let's do that Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday
I'm
morning.
fine with that. I don't care what day. I'm just saying we got to plan a day.
Yeah, I think Wednesday, that can be all part of the date. So we're going to get up at 11.
Okay. And go do our blood work?
Yep.
Alrighty.
12. 1. 2. And then this is the date. So, blood work.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and call about that tomorrow and see if they can see it.
Okay.
Well, because sometimes our doctor's office faxes it.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they send it electronically.
Right. All right. So, and technically we have date night, but it's date day. The Vampirals in the room.
Basically, yes.
Yep.
I take him out in the sun. People scream.
Not really.
All in all, it's pretty good, Vampirial date day.
Yep. All right. So we do. Let's do 4. To 7. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll do the 10:30 network to 6 a.m.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys. My nose is itching. All right. So network. 3 to 7 on Thursday, and from 1 to 6, or 1 to 6 on Thursday. Work 5:30 1 to 6.
Awesome.
Okay. Weekend, Saturday looks a little crazy. It's not a time to take time off, so we're going to be hitting that network about 3 in the afternoon. We're going to run that till 7. And then we're going to pop back in there at 10 and hit the network again. We'll run that till 6 a.m. Sunday, network. We're going to run that till about a half hour before Psychic the Plans. And then we will hit it again at 11. Yeah. And we will shoot that out. We'll be out of there by 6 a.m. Okay?
Awesome.
All right. So some things we need to make note of. We have a video going out this day. Fine. Look at little window too. There it is. Because I want to be like monitoring comments and that type of thing. So every time I post a video, there seems to be a little issue. So we're going to icon it. That's the budget planner video. It's going up on YouTube. There's budget. Planner. And that's at 3:30. Can't do that here but I am going to make note of it. This is the first planner video. 3:30. All right. I'm going to throw flower up on it. It's still a butterfly. Alright, that's that. Alright, so I have some things going on this week that have to get done. Monday is the weekly overview that you send out. I need to get that ready. That's due that day.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is an article due out, which is social media destroying your relationship. Okay, there's that. Okay, so that looks like my week is planned. Yes, there are white spots. Those white spots will be filled in with something. Hopefully, Jim. We're looking at it. Yeah.
We're hoping.
We're hoping.
I think it'll work.
It really will. But I'm not putting it in the planner till we get to that day. Because that was the main thing that got whited out this week.
Well, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. It
shouldn't work.
Right. But I have space. I can go at 6 in the morning. I can go after dinner some days, after the show. And it'll be just finding a rhythm that not only works for me,
Mm-hmm.
but works for everybody else, i.e. all the other new gym bunnies. Really,
yeah, you're kind of wearing that one off too.
yeah.
There's all the people who got gym memberships for, New Year's.
Yeah.
Like, they're. I mean, not that everyone's sitting there wishing that, but unfortunately, that is the reality of having a gym membership.
Yeah.
Is annually you go through this because every year,
Every year, a new influx comes and it's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, talk with you. Okay, you're in my damn way. Get off that machine. I kind of planning to use it. And you have this problem until about June.
Well, yeah, and it's because a lot of gyms, like, this is how they make their money. It's unfortunate in a way, is they oversell.
Right.
Because they know you're not going to make it.
Right.
Like, sadly, thank you for supporting those who go to the gym.
Right.
Because that influx of cash, repairs equipment and buys new equipment.
Right. All right, so this page isn't needed. This one can now come out. And we'll put it to the side. We don't destroy it because we might need it. And then these will get glued together. And then there's the sales report. And then the notes for the week. And then that'll get glued together. So that's my planner, excluding the weather. But Joe, do you want to talk about your digital? Or do you want to share your digital?
My digital's still a mess.
Okay.
But I got the weather, so we can get that filled in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let me find the stack.
Sorry, guys. I really meant to have everything ready, but
it didn't happen. Well, and you went and you took on something really great. He's cooking dinner tonight.
Yes. Well, technically, I have cooked. It is done.
It is done. He has done dinner. All right.
I have.
What's Monday's torture?
Snow.
See, told you. I already knew it. Gee, must think I'm psychic.
Oh, sometimes he does see stuff coming. Sometimes.
Okay.
39 and 25.
Okay. Tuesday
is also snow.
You're about 100 for 100 here.
I know, right?
Not bad.
1 and 23.
Okay.
We go partly cloudy for Wednesday.
Okay.
43 and 24.
Well, still a second. This is that complicated one.
Yeah.
It's 15th, and it's what?
It is 43 and 24.
Okay. Okay.
And then Thursday, we have partly cloudy.
Honey, please give me a second.
Okay, sorry.
This happens, guys. You miss date shit.
Does it?
Especially when you're looking at calendars that start on a Sunday, Monday, and you're trying to date for Monday, Sunday. All right, so 16, 17, 18, 19. There we go. All right, back to the 16th.
All right. It will be partly cloudy.
Okay.
58.
Okay.
And 41.
Okay. Next one, 17.
That will be showers.
Okay.
59
Mm-hmm.
and 34.
Okay.
Snow.
California, Arizona.
43 and 24.
Okay.
Partly cloudy.
Okay. Costa Rica.
38 and 24.
Okay. So there's the weather report.
There we go. That's all of them.
So, all right. So I think we've got our week covered. Hope you guys enjoyed the 2 new video series. Mile to a month ahead and 1,000 in the bank. Just to clarify, no, I'm not doing Dave Ramsey's system because Dave Ramsey's system doesn't work. That'll be out on Saturday, or for the patrons, it may be out later tonight. Let's put some pretty in here real fast. Joe, what's your week looking like? How's your planner working while we're decorating? You can at least talk about it.
I really do have to sit down later.
Uh-huh.
And that may actually be part of my tomorrow.
Okay.
And try to get a better structure for this coming week.
Uh-huh.
Because seriously, my life's going to implode.
Uh-huh.
If I don't get some stuff done this week.
Right.
Like I've hit the end of like Joe can just kind of play hooky and get other stuff done that isn't these things.
Right. And that happens.
So yeah. So hopefully we'll get all that done and life will be great and everything
will blow up and we'll rebuild it. No big deal.
There's that.
And I think that's something people have got to realize because we've been a month ahead before. And shit happened. It doesn't really help to beat yourself up.
Well, yeah, because we actually were doing really, really good. A little more than a year ago. And like a good plan came together. And more so, a good plan came together at the right time for everything else to go boom. And it was like, well, crap.
Right.
So, that's okay. We moved on. So it'll be all right.
It'll be good. And we just get back to doing. And I think that's the big, when looking back, the bigger problem was we stopped the system. We achieved the goal. Okay, we don't need to do this anymore.
Well, it was more so everything that happened just kind of like there was a big defeat. Like I do have to say that it was a massive feeling of defeat.
Well, what I'm talking about is when we got moving on it and had our system in place and was doing everything, and then we just stopped.
Right.
And that is the bigger problem, is we stopped. So we start back over and we get back into what works. At least this time it's not a lot of, well, let's figure out how we do this and let's go buy another whole planner and dashboard setup and we built the system. We just have to get back to it.
Yeah. Like we got it. We'll get it.
Theme this week is believe in yourself and happy with you. All right, guys, that is the decorative side of it. It's very simple, very base icons this week. All right, Parkland, you're not impressing me.
Oh, come on, Park Lane.
Yeah. If we want to support you and your fuel sticker books, fucking work. So what I'm going to do later this week, here in a little bit, is I'm going to break down my morning routine, my evening routine, well, my morning routine and my night routine. I really don't have an evening routine. That's been delegated out. So that happens. That's good. That's a good thing when it's delegated out.
True.
So anyway, that's my calendar. This is my week, guys. I look forward to the articles. I hope you guys tune into the live streams. And of course, Patrons, we really appreciate you. So with that, let's take this down. This mode. Click on this. There we go.
All righty. Take it away, Vanna.
Yes.
All right. So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Dottie the Psychic, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits that our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com.
All right, guys. We will see you Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. You can't whisper behind my back. You can't show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now.